I'm Mark Thompson, lived here all of my life. Spent a considerable amount of my time with the drinking water system here. It ran privately for nearly 50 years, and our family was kind of a big part of that. I've had a number of opportunities for employment, and I've, unfortunately or not, have been in leadership positions in almost all of those. So I do have a number of years in management responsibilities. As far as my belief in Highland is, it's home, always has been. I don't know that I know anywhere else that I can call home. But at the same time, I've been involved in politics with those that have run for office and have done well for us. I appreciate their service, and I appreciate you being here tonight. It's important that we have at least some that come and participate in what we have to say. As far as my beliefs, I'm extremely conservative. I think the way we spent money a few years ago has put us in a difficult position that may turn out fine, but right now we're paying the consequences, and it's a struggle to get through that. I think we need to do a better job in that area. I support what people want. I think the citizens need to tell us what we want, but majority still needs to dictate that we're going to spend money on certain things. There's a lot of things done without the opportunity for people to vote on them, and a lot of money was borrowed, and it should have been a voting issue. Thanks again for coming.
My name is Larry Mendenhall. I've lived here since 1978. The question was, what are your qualifications for mayor? I'm a proven leader. For the last 12 years, I helped develop the Provo Airport. We now have scheduled service. This was done in conjunction with Provo City. We had a marvelous private-public partnership. I have extensive business background. I've managed companies both large and small. Have built several companies. I have a strong public service background. I was on the council from 2008 to 2012, Planning Commission Chair 2007 and 8, a number of other local positions, and was the co-chair of the Utah County Convention Center Task Force, which worked with Utah County and Provo City to build the Utah County Convention Center. I also, just for your information, dogged the city council for several months to spend the $60,000 that it would take to have this building be made ADA compliant. The things that I want to do this year are to solve our road problem on a long-term, road funding problem on a long-term basis. We can't continue to kick the can down the road. We have to come to a solution. That solution has to be one that you would like to see happen. I personally have a background in financial management. I have a desire to see us change the general plan so that we can make it fit Highland City's needs. I'm your candidate.
Hi, I'm Dennis LeBaron. Here because number one, I've lived, I was born and raised here. I moved here and raised my family here. Sorry. And I find this a beautiful place. We were hiking this morning up in the Mountain Canyon. It's not only a beautiful place, but it has great people here. So my qualifications, number one, I know the town. I lived here. Number two, I'm an engineer. I'm used to helping solve problems of all kinds, and I'm interested in doing that. I think my biggest qualification is number three, I just have a desire to serve the town, give back a little bit for all the good living I've done myself here. My objectives for the coming year would be that number one, We maintain a tight budget, that we remain fiscally conservative. Number two, that we establish a road plan, that we know, each citizen would know what roads are going to be fixed and when, how much it's going to cost, and that every dollar is used efficiently. Number three, I want to see us build out the current commercial zones. And then number four, look to plan carefully for commercial development south of high school.
It's a pleasure for me to be here tonight. I'm Scott Smith. The first question, and I wanted to thank Kristen for all the work she's done, and I appreciate every one of you for coming out tonight. The first question she asked us to answer is, why are we running for city council? I sometimes wonder that, but at the same time, I'm passionate about Highland. I've lived here for 25 years. I have deep ancestral roots in North Utah County. My family originally settled in the 1860s in Pleasant Grove. And I love this area, and my goal is to help make things better in the city. I'd like to say just two or three things. I have experience working in the city. I've been on city council for the last 4 years. I've been on the fire board, library board, animal shelter board, open space committee. I know what some of the issues and problems are in the city. And I'm not afraid to come up with some solutions. And I think we need to look at all different aspects as we look at things such as our road fee and some of these other road conditions that we're talking about. What are my objectives? My main objective when I'm on the council is to tell you the truth. You know, I've worked hard to reduce and find expense cuts in the budget. And I'm going to continue to prioritize spending needs and vote for appropriate reductions and promote innovative solutions. But I think we need to let you know the truth. And we need to let you know the facts and figures, because the facts change in the city and the figures change. Second of all, I've been instrumental in establishing the Highland Foundation. We now have our tax exempt number. We're going to start doing some heavy charitable donations, hopefully, to help us develop our parks and trails. The third thing is I'm here to defend the library. There are some people that want to defund the library. The library is the most beloved institution we have in the city of Highland, and I will do everything to sustain and expand the library.
My name is Ed Dennis. I appreciate all of you coming this evening and the opportunity to be able to talk to you for a few minutes. I've been a Highland resident for 11 years. During that time, I've learned to love Highland City and particularly the exceptional people that live in Highland. As I walked around the community meeting residents, I've been impressed with the caliber of the people that we have that live in Highland, and you're representative of that group. As far as qualifications, I have a degree in accounting and a Master of Accountancy degree, both from BYU. Professionally, I'm a CPA, and I've spent the first part of about 10 years of my career auditing local governmental units here in Utah. For the last 28 years, I've been employed by the LDS Church and currently work as the CFO of Deseret Trust Company. Prior to that, I spent approximately 15 years working in the church's investment group as a director in that group. Most recently, I've been serving as a volunteer and chairman of the Open Space Committee. I've been doing that for about 3 years. It's been a wonderful opportunity to meet with the residents and try to work through the solutions and problems that have been encountered in the open space area. We've been able to accomplish a lot in that area, but there's still much more that we need to accomplish. On a personal note, my wife is Laurel. We have 2 daughters and 7 grandchildren. In terms of what I would like to do if elected to the City Council, my main objective is to help the city live within its means by effectively using available funds, keeping taxes low and fees low, by monitoring expenses, prioritizing spending, and promoting reasonable solutions to current fiscal problems. My priorities will be funding essential services, including public safety, repairing roads, debt reduction, and family-focused services like the library and the Arts Council. We also need strategic commercial development. Again, thank you very much for coming.
My name is Rob Mann. I'm running for City Council. I've lived here for 10 years. I have been involved in local politics. I've been a precinct chair. I'm currently in my second term as a precinct chair. My wife it was on Tipinova Symphony Board, and I was her gopher, so I count that as participating in the community. But we donated a lot of time and resources to help you get the TSO launched, and it's a great thing. John has done a wonderful job with that, and we appreciate that. I've also been involved in organizing the petition that we had on the ballot last year for the Sunday closing. Made sure that it was on the ballot, that we could vote on it. And those of you that know that I advocated for keeping it closed, but more importantly, I advocated for the citizens having a voice. And I've attended council meetings for the last couple of years, so I've learned a little bit about what it means to be council, probably not everything. But one of the things that I am concerned about is that the city doesn't always provide enough information to residents to make good decisions. My primary objective in running is to share information with the residents. I've done that on my website. I took the budget, I put it online, I summarized it, I made charts and graphs. I put the road study information online after a friend of mine, Darrell Barfus, filed a grant request to get it. Then I summarized it with charts and graphs, and they did the same thing with bond information. I will continue to do that, but I will also encourage the city to do it, because I don't think it's right for a resident to have to spend 30 to 40 hours doing that so that they can make an informed decision about something. I think we can do better than that. I'm short on time, great. You'll have a chance to talk with me afterwards. Feel free to visit my website to find out how I stand on any issue.